Good evening. This is Simply News with Simply News Network. My name is G. Callis. I am here this evening about to interview the CEO and owner of Nations Pageantry Systems, Zakia Jemaceye, whom recently been approved for her nonprofit organization, Nations Foundation. She wants to set the record straight with some rumors that's flying around on social media that her GoFund account, which she set up for the Nations Foundation, is supporting her pageantry system. And that's simply not true. But hey, enough of my words. Let's hear it in her own words. Let me introduce to you today. Let's welcome Zakia Jemaceye. Hello, Zakia.
Hey there, how are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Pleasure to meet you. So tell us about, you've been approved recently for the Nations Foundation?
Yes, my 501c3 status got approved on August the 6th, and I received a letter from the IRS on August the 10th.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is this something that happened, you've been applied for this maybe a while ago, or did it happen fast?
I actually started the process in May of this year.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that I started the foundation was because the Nation's pageant, its platform is HIV prevention, education, and overall health and wellness. So for the last 16 years, I have worked in a nonprofit sector for 10 and for the state for 5. So now I'm wanting to start this foundation so that I can continue my work in HIV prevention and education, but on my own. So the reason I named it Nations Foundation is because the pageant was already out there doing the work, and we were having health fairs and doing outreach and giving back to the community. So the foundation is another entity that is doing HIV prevention and education work, solely HIV prevention, education, testing, linkage to care, all of that. So the foundation is the foundation, the pageant is the pageant, and the GoFundMe account is to raise funds to be able to offer help to those individuals who are affected or affected by HIV, and to help them like with rental assistance, co-pays for medicine.
Excellent.
If you, in my work, I've noticed that people who need immediate needs, they have to go through issues to get those immediate needs. So say like if you need HOPWA funding for rent, for people living with HIV or AIDS.
Right.
The one agency that's in the city, and I love the agency, Fan Free, because they do good work, but it's the one agency in the city. You have to leave a message. It takes about 2 weeks for someone to call you back. And sometimes people may not have 2 weeks to wait for a call back before they can get in to get an intake to get the rental assistance.
Right.
So the money from the GoFundMe account that I'm raising, those monies are monies that will not be tied by any type of grant, where if someone calls and says, I'm short to get my Truvada, the copay is, because sometimes people with insurance have high copays for that medicine.
That's correct.
So if they need to pay a copay to get the medicine, that's money that I can access immediately. I don't have to go through no process with Ryan White or Ryan White A, B, C, or D trying to, get intake and do all of that. Is something that I can do immediately. Okay. I've had the pageant for 3.5 years. I have had 4 divisions for the last 3.5 years, and there was no foundation.
So you didn't have a GoFund account for the pageant? I
didn't have a GoFund account for the pageant, and I don't need a GoFund account for the pageant.
Okay.
I actually work for the state of Virginia.
Okay.
I actually do payroll for my family's business.
Okay.
I Uber. I also do makeup, and I also do brows, and I own 2 other businesses. I have, Eyes to Go, which does makeup and eyebrows, and then I have Zakia Jemaceye Entertainment LLC.
Wow!
And anybody can go to the court office, the clerk office, and you can look all of that up. It's public record.
Good.
So I own all 3 of those businesses, including the foundation. But Zakia Jemaceye Entertainment LLC produces the Nation's pageantry system.
Right.
So moving forward this year, Nation's pageantry system, the money that I make from the pageant, will now be a donation to my foundation,
right,
so that I can continue to build those funds, so that the pageant can help pay for the foundation. The
right.
foundation is not paying for the pageant because I pay for the pageant.
Right.
The money is always available before the pageant. If the children have an issue, I could actually pull out the money tomorrow and post it on Facebook. That's
Right.
not an issue. The crowns are upstairs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to raise money for the pageant.
Exactly.
The pageant is done.
Exactly. So these rumors are just simply false and not
Simply
true.
false and not true.
Right.
No one has ever had a problem with that money since I started the contest in 2012.
Right.
Nobody ever had an issue with that money when I had Miss Richmond Plus for 8 years prior to having Miss Nations, because Miss Nations actually transpired from Richmond Plus. Like I had Richmond Plus, and then when I got the rights to Nations, I changed Richmond Plus into Nations.
Right.
So I don't have a problem with, taking care of the prize money. That's never been a problem, and you know that.
Exactly. And I'm glad that we just had a chance, to clear this up, because we want to make sure that these rumors on social media are just stop it.
Please.
Just stop it. Just stop it.
The foundation.
So I just want to close this interview out because I appreciate you explaining to us what Nation Foundation stands for and the GoFund account, the meaning of the GoFund account.
Right. And I had a GoFund account from my Continental Elite Fund. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But I've never had a GoFundMe account for the pageant. The pageant is something that I budget for anyway, every year. You know what I'm saying?
And your GoFund account for the Elite pageant, in case you ran, was just sponsorships.
Was just sponsorship, right.
Exactly. Like what most girls do.
Exactly.
For pageants.
Exactly.
Right.
But I don't have the Nations Foundation GoFundMe account is not for the Nations pageant, because they're two totally different things.
Okay.
And if people would take the initiative to read what it says about the foundation and see how we are out at Fallout. We were just there. How we were at Club Colors the first Sunday of the month. How we will soon be going to Godfrey's to do outreach. How I'm working on the foundation, posting pictures. All this kind of stuff. I don't need a GoFundMe account for Nations. Nations paid for Nations last year.
Well, listen, I want to thank you for taking this time out.
Of course.
This has been a Simply News exclusive with Zakia Jemaceye, and we wish you the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Continue inspiring the nation.
Thank you. And I hope to see everybody September the 26th. And I hope to see everyone again, save the date, October the 24th. That will be the grand opening of the Nations Foundation and a huge health fair. So make sure you stay tuned so you can come out and get tested and know your status.
And this is G. Callis with Simply News Network. Thank you.